Hey there, wonderful folks. Have you ever noticed that some days you feel a bit more tired than usual? Or maybe your joints are a little stiffer than they used to be? If you're over 60, you might be wondering why your body doesn't always keep up with your spirit. Well, here's a little secret. A lot of that could come down to what's missing from your plate. I'm talking about key nutrients that can help you feel younger, stronger, and full of life. The truth is, studies show that up to 80% of seniors might not be getting enough of certain anti-aging nutrients. And that's a big deal. But don't worry, because today I'm going to walk you through 4 nutrients that can make a huge difference in how you feel, and more importantly, how to get them into your daily routine without any fuss. In this video, we're diving into why so many seniors miss out on these powerhouse nutrients and sharing simple, practical ways to add them to your life. These aren't complicated supplements or expensive fads, just everyday foods you can find at your local grocery store. Whether you're enjoying your morning tea or relaxing after dinner, stick with me, because these tips are going to inspire you to live your best, most vibrant life. Let's get started with the first nutrient. And trust me, this one is a real game changer for keeping your energy high and your body strong. The first nutrient we're talking about is vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, because your body makes it when you're out in the sun. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Don't I get enough vitamin D just by being outside? Well, as we age, our skin doesn't produce vitamin D as efficiently, and many of us spend less time outdoors, especially if mobility is a challenge or you live in a cloudy area. Research shows that a lot of seniors are low in vitamin D, and that's a problem because it's crucial for strong bones, a healthy immune system, and even a brighter mood. Low vitamin D can make you feel tired, increase your risk of falls, and even affect your heart health. But the good news is, it's easy to boost your levels with a few simple changes. Let me share a story about my friend Joan, who's 68. A couple of years ago, she was feeling sluggish all the time, and her doctor found she was low in vitamin D. Instead of jumping straight to supplements, Joan started small. She made a point to sit outside for 15 minutes a day, maybe sipping her coffee on the porch or tending to her flowers. She also started eating more vitamin D-rich foods, like salmon and eggs. For breakfast, she'd have an egg with a slice of whole grain toast, and once a week, she'd treat herself to a piece of grilled salmon for dinner. Within a few months, she noticed she had more energy and even felt steadier on her feet. If getting outside isn't easy for you, or you don't eat much fish, fortified foods like milk or orange juice can help. And if you're curious about your levels, a quick chat with your doctor can confirm if a supplement is a good idea. Just don't skip this nutrient, because it's like a daily dose of sunshine for your body. Now that we've got vitamin D covered, let's talk about the second nutrient that so many seniors miss out on: omega-3 fatty acids. These are healthy fats that are like superheroes for your heart, brain, and joints. Omega-3s can help reduce inflammation, which is a big reason why we feel stiff or achy as we age. They also support brain health, which means they might help keep your memory sharp and your mood lifted. The catch: a lot of us aren't eating enough foods rich in omega-3s, like fatty fish, walnuts, or flax seeds. And if you're not a fan of fish, you might be missing it out entirely. Take my neighbor, Bill, who's 72. He used to avoid fish because he didn't like the taste, but he kept hearing about how good omega-3s were for his heart. So he started experimenting. He found that adding a handful of walnuts to his morning oatmeal was an easy swap. And he even tried sprinkling ground flax seeds into his yogurt. Once in a while, he'd have canned sardines on crackers. Surprisingly tasty and budget-friendly. Bill says his joints feel less creaky and he's got a bit more pep in his step. If you're like Bill and fish isn't your thing, try nuts or seeds. Or even look for omega-3 fortified eggs. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish a week, like salmon or mackerel, or a small handful of nuts daily. It's a small change that can make your heart and brain thank you. Now that we've covered vitamin D and omega-3s, let's move on to the next section, where we'll dive into 2 more nutrients that are essential for staying youthful and energized. These are just as easy to add to your life, and they're going to make you feel amazing. Okay, we're halfway through, and I hope you're feeling inspired to add some vitamin D and omega-3s to your day. These nutrients are like the foundation of a house. They keep everything strong and steady, but there's more to the story. So let's keep going with the third nutrient that so many seniors miss out on: magnesium. Now, magnesium might not sound as flashy as vitamin D or omega-3s, but trust me, It's a powerhouse. It's involved in over 300 processes in your body, from helping your muscles relax to keeping your heart rhythm steady. It's also a big player in sleep quality, which we all know can get trickier as we age. The problem is, a lot of us aren't getting enough magnesium because it's found in foods like leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains, which we might not eat enough of if we're sticking to simpler meals. Let me tell you about my friend Ruth, who's 70. Ruth used to wake up with leg cramps at night, and she felt tired even after a full night's sleep. Her doctor suggested she might be low in magnesium, so she started making small changes. She added a handful of spinach to her smoothies and started snacking on almonds instead of chips. She also switched her white bread for whole grain bread. Within a few weeks, those cramps were gone, and she was sleeping better than she had in years. Ruth's story shows how easy it can be to boost magnesium. You can try adding a side of steamed broccoli to dinner, tossing some pumpkin seeds into a salad, or even enjoying a square of dark chocolate. Yes, chocolate has magnesium. Aim for a couple of magnesium-rich foods each day. And if you're on medications, check with your doctor. As some can affect magnesium levels, this nutrient is like a little hug for your body, helping you feel relaxed and energized. Now, we've talked about 3 amazing nutrients: vitamin D, omega-3s, and magnesium. But there's one more that's absolutely critical for staying youthful: fiber. I know, fiber might sound boring, but it's like the unsung hero of anti-aging. Fiber keeps your digestion running smoothly, which is so important as we get older and things can slow down. It also helps control blood sugar, lowers cholesterol, and keeps you feeling full, which can help with maintaining healthy weight. The sad truth is, most seniors don't get enough fiber because processed foods like white bread or sugary snacks are so common, and they're low in this nutrient. My cousin Mary, who's 6'6", is a great example of how fiber can change things. She used to deal with bloating and irregular digestion, which made her feel sluggish. Then she started focusing on fiber-rich foods. She'd have oatmeal with berries for breakfast, a big salad with beans for lunch, and maybe some roasted sweet potatoes with dinner. She also started keeping a bowl of apples on her counter for easy snacking. Mary says she feels lighter, her digestion is better, and she's got more energy for her daily walks. The goal is to aim for 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day, which sounds like a lot, but it's easier than you think. Try adding a piece of fruit to every meal, swapping white rice for brown rice, or tossing some lentils into a soup. If you're new to fiber, start slow to avoid discomfort, and drink plenty of water to help it work its magic. Your body will feel so much happier. So, we've covered 4 incredible nutrients: vitamin D, omega-3s, magnesium, and fiber that can help you feel younger and stronger. Each one is like a piece of a puzzle coming together to create a picture of vibrant health. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to think about how these nutrients can fit into your life. Imagine starting your day with a sunny walk to boost your vitamin D, snacking on walnuts for omega-3s, adding spinach to your lunch for magnesium, and enjoying a fiber-packed bowl of oatmeal. These small changes don't require a big overhaul, but they can add years to your life. As we bring this all together, I want to remind you that you don't have to be perfect. You're not alone if you've been missing out on these nutrients. 80% of seniors are in the same boat. The beauty is, you can start today. Pick one nutrient to focus on this week. Maybe it's adding a piece of salmon to dinner, or grabbing an apple for a snack. My friend Clara, who's 69, started with one change. She added a handful of almonds to her day. Now, she's eating more greens, sleeping better, and feeling like she's got a new lease on life. You can do this. 2, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one nutrient you're excited to try? Or maybe a favorite food you already love that's packed with these goodies? Share your story, because we're all in this together. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on living your best life. Your support helps us to reach more amazing people like you. Let's keep the conversation going. And remember, you can feel vibrant and strong at any age. Here's to your health and happiness. See you in the next video.